Okay, Kershaw. Kershaw launch 20. So, not a huge knife, but not bad at all. Then let's see. Kind of a comparison to the Ozark Trails. I don't. This is. I'm pretty sure this is the no name. It's either mossy oak or probably mossy oak. 7.5 inch ball bearing, nice knife. Size wise, it's about equal to it. So let's just leave that one sitting right there for right now. A heck of a kick. I'm just saying. These launch knives have a really tight or heavy spring. It's got a really good kick to these things. And let's see. So you can see it's got a pretty good recoil on it. It's got a carbon fiber inlay. Pocket clip is it's pretty heavy pocket clip. I would say that pocket clip is probably medium heavy. It's got and it's not really a back spacer. It's just a skeletonized opening in the back where the scales come together. It seems like aluminum scales with the inlay built into it. It is right or left carry, tip up only. You've got the pocket clip screws are not recessed, but you got the 2 screws there, the 2 right here next to it. That looks like T6s and T8 on the pivot. Magna Cut Kershaw Auto. So a nice little knife. Look at the blade here. You can see the back is a flat grind. It's a stone washed finish. The top is interesting. Let's open it up and take a look at that. So it's see if you can kind of see the blade at this angle. I don't know if that's actually coming through so much, but that almost kind of gives you the idea of a straight razor. Except a straight razor is going to be hollow ground. That is a significant blade. I mean, that's pretty doggone thick. Now, it's hidden when you look at the back from the back down because you've got a flat grind, then you've got the side of the knife that's a flat grind, and then you have a tapered grind or a compound grind on the top back, I'm going to say the back strap of the knife blade that comes back to the handle, kind of like a plunge grind back here. And it's pretty well done on both sides. I mean, I like the geometries of the blade, to be honest with you. It's just got a lot going on with that particular blade. So they took the blade, they cut it, designed it, ground it, everything's good. They stone washed it, and then apparently come back through and probably cut their bevel and this bevel on the backside right here. But you've got kind of a teardrop on the shape on the back that is also compound. So it comes out to a teardrop to this point and then drops back in to this point. So you kind of got a diamond pattern in this section right here of the blade. So it's pretty cool. The jimping on the back is very catchy, very grippy, feels good. You're not going to lose it on that. You don't have a finger choil, but I feel like because of the way the knife is tapered all together, it's tapered to a point coming back here. I don't believe you're going to lose control of this knife. I don't think you're going to do some jugging and come up on that blade. I think you're going to be fine. No burr and no burr. And feels very sharp. It feels very sharp. And that right there, I guess, would be a reverse Tanto style tip. That tip does seem very beefy and solid. I don't think you're going to have any concerns as far as that tip right there breaking too easily. And then, of course, the way the lockup is on it, it is basically a button lockup. It doesn't have, let's see, that last little bit right there. I'm catching it with the lock, and so it's not springing back quite so well. But it's got spring back on it. I just can't hold that button just right to where it's completely free. But I mean, that's a lot of tension on that blade. It is a lot of tension. It's really punching that blade out there for sure. The handle is, so you've got a flat through here, and then they've got a compound grind on there, and then another grind running down the length of the handle, and then of course the flat on top. So this knife has so many geometries going on here, and nothing on this knife is flat and straight, so to speak. I mean, I really don't know how to express that just right, because even here you've got an angle coming up, then down. So it's kind of multifaceted. Maybe that's the best explanation for this knife. The geometry is on the blade and on the handle. It's multifaceted. I guess that's the best description I can give it. And with this carbon fiber inlay right here, it kind of gives it in my opinion, it gives it a kind of a weathered look, and at the same time, it's like it continues on with all of those different facets and angles and grinds and everything that you've got all over the handle and every other location on this thing. You have a lanyard loop right in here. You've got a piece inside. It's inset into the handle going straight across right here at the pocket clip. So you have a spot to put a lanyard on it if you chose to do that. Let's check the blade. Centering is absolutely perfect. Spacing looks absolutely perfect. I like it. But of course, hey, look, guys, I get it. I like most knives. If it's a knife, it's got an edge and it cuts, I like it. I mean, I'm sorry, that's just me. There really is no sharpening choil that I can see here. You've got the cutout just back behind here. And it is a shallow, no, it's not. It's a pretty decent plunge grind, but the plunge grind comes like right back here, and so this portion right in here is your button. Your button. That's where your button's going to set into the blade and lock it closed. And your plunge grind comes into the side edge of that. That plunge grind is beveled coming into here. It's not a straight plunge grind, which, I mean, that's fine by me. But you do have a good bit of beef right back up in here. And so while you're sharpening it, you've got probably, oh goodness, you got a lot of sharpens before you actually start getting to where this plunge grind ends down here on the blade. So I think you're good there as far as that's concerned. I like it. I do. It's got good kick to it. It just feels good. It feels solid when that thing opens and hits. It just feels great. The carbon fiber, you can feel it. It's like, I don't know. You right here where you can see the different facets. The carbon is slightly. It's not super smooth. It's pretty smooth right in here, and then it'll get rough and smooth and rough, and you got just different spots. The way the carbon, and I don't know if you can see it in the video, but the way the carbon fiber is in real life, you'll see it flash at different angles depending on how the light's hitting it. And I kind of like that on this because you've got a dark black matte finished aluminum handle with the carbon fiber inlay, and it blends in to where at first you kind of looking at it and it's just it looks like a weathered knife, and then you get to looking at that and you can tell that that's that carbon fiber, and it's kind of flashing at different angles with that carbon inlay in there. The scale itself feels very grippy. And I don't know what you call it. Maybe it is just a real heavy anodizing. I don't know, but there's some grip. There's some grip just to those scales. So I just feel like I've got control and I've got grip of this knife. I don't have any issues with it not having jimping on the handle. I kind of think I like it. I don't think that's a bad thing. The jimping on the blade, I can still get forward of that blade and get my thumb up in there, even when I'm my little short thumbs, and get a good grip on that. And my thumb, it catches it. It's not going anywhere. My thumb is not coming off that jimping. So it's a neat little knife. It's not huge by any means. Let's see, what is the blade length? Looks like the blade length is 3 or like 2 7/8 inches maybe, to right about the top of the scale right there. So it's a decent little blade, very pokey. It's not going to be super slicey with the flat grind. A hollow grind would be slicier, but I like these flat grinds. I'm sorry. I'm okay with that. I'm okay losing a little bit of slicey for that flat grind. I like it. And it's growing more and more on me to not have a polished flat grind either. I do like these blades that still have some of those angles from the grinding stone. And looking at it, let's see, from this angle versus this angle, it's pretty doggone close. I'm telling you, I think on this side, it's just slightly more of an angle like this. And on this side, it's not quite as steep. It's more, in this nature. So it's just slightly different from one side to the other. Not much, but just a little bit. Enough for me to be able to tell. And so I believe this blade is hand ground. I don't think it's ground in a machine, because if it was ground mechanically, it would be the same, I would think, on both sides. The angles match as best as I can tell. They look like they match perfectly fine from one side to the other. So the grinds were all done very well on this knife. I definitely like this little thing. I do like my Launch 16 pretty doggone well. That's a butch knife. That's a heavy knife. This is like its baby brother, maybe, the Launch 20. So look, guys, if you're thinking about it, I don't think you'd be disappointed if you grabbed you one. So I thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. I enjoy spending time with you. I look forward to the next time we get to spend some time together, and I will see you next time. Your time is very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.